Hi everyone, Alan from Newlands Nursery, and this is today's 5-minute Friday, and it's a perfect one for this time of year. What we're going to do is show you how to pot up these zonal geraniums or upright pelargoniums, depending what you want to know them as. The common name is geranium, but so many people, including us as a nursery, tend to refer to them as geraniums, but pelargoniums, we know that is the official name to them. Okay, so we've just finished doing a couple of adverts for these. This is how we send out our plugs. So they're nice, big, established plug plants. So got a good root ball to them, and they're in this paper pot as well. The first thing I'd point out that a lot of people ask us the question is, do we need to take this paper pot off? And the answer is no, that will degrade. So it will just degrade into the compost, into the soil, and the roots will grow through it. So you don't need to worry about taking those off. Plus, I imagine, not that I've tried it, it will be quite time consuming, and it really isn't worth doing. Okay, so we send ours out in this container. So open up your postal container carefully, and you'll have your plants laying down just like this. So I've got a 9-centimetre pot here, which we're going to pot them up into. When you look at the plants, this is how much bigger the pot is. So don't go too big. This is absolutely perfect. A 9-centimetre is good. A 10-centimetre, a 9-centimetre is, and forgive me if I'm wrong, it's about 3.5-inch pot. A 10-centimetre will be a little bigger. A 12-centimetre, again, bigger, a bit more. Anything above that I think is going to be too big, and I'll explain why. The main reason is watering. So geraniums, or these geraniums, don't want to be too wet. They don't want to sit too wet. We like a bit of moisture in the compost because obviously we're trying to grow the plants and encourage the roots, but they don't want to sit wet. The bigger the pot you go, and if we look at this pot, for example, which I've got my compost in ready to pot up, this would be way too big. This bulk of compost is going to hold so much moisture and so much water, it's just not going to dry out very quickly. So it's very hard for you to control the amount of water that's in there. So we always go much smaller than this. So a 9-centimetre is perfect. So I get multi-purpose compost. A good quality multi-purpose compost is ideal, and just fill up the pot. What I do is tap it down, and you'll see when I tap it down, this compost has sunk, so it's gone down. It gets rid of any air gaps, and what you'll find is those air gaps, when you water for the first time, it's going to make the compost sink, and we don't want that. We want the compost virtually all the way to the top. Not quite, we leave it just shy. So I'm going to top it back up again, tap it down, get rid of any of these lumps. And you'll see the level we've got, if we have a zoom in here, the level we've got is just shy of the top. That makes it nice and easy to water, okay? Simple as that. So now what we do, we're looking, when we pot up, we want the plant to sit in the compost just like that, okay? So it sits at that level of depth. So we make a hole in the compost. I'm not going to do it right so you can see what we don't want. So we don't want it sitting proud. We want it to go into the compost, okay? Also don't want it too deep. But what we do is make a nice hole, just like that, and we just tuck the plant in. I have to gently push it in, but I'm not squeezing it down. I'm not pushing it. We don't want to compact the compost too much. Then you can see if we smooth over this compost just like that, you can see it's sitting nice and level where it is. You can see a little bit of the paper of the pot, that will degrade, and it's as simple as that. We give it a nice good water, and away we go. Simple as that. So with regards to where you put it after this point, obviously you'd pot them all up. Then we really want to go in a conservatory, in a greenhouse, on a windowsill. Windowsill is going to be where most of them are going to be for obvious reasons. Not all of us have got conservatories and greenhouses. Ideally we're looking for 12-13 degrees in temperature, which is a fair degree colder than it is in a lot of people's homes. So it's not an issue if it's warmer than that, but we don't want to go too much colder than that. 10's as low as we ever want to take it. So that gives you an idea of where you want to put it in the house. It will want light, obviously it's a growing plant, so I want to go by the windowsill. South facing would be absolutely perfect. Give it a good water after planting it, but don't be tempted to overwater it. Don't water it every single day. Wait for it to get a little bit dry before watering it again. These are very, very drought tolerant plants. So they do cope with drying out. Imagine where they normally grow. They're grown in the south of France in window boxes with a blaring sun coming down on them. So they can cope with those conditions, and in many ways they kind of like it. I'm not talking really, really dry, but don't be tempted to overwater it too much. You're going to get more problems from overwatering than you are underwatering. So as always, enjoy potting them up. They're fantastic plants. They flower from late spring all the way through the summer into the autumn, and in Essex here where we're based, it's not uncommon if we do get a little bit of early winter snow to see some flowers of geraniums and snow on them. They really do flower for a long period of time. You'll absolutely love these plants, so make sure you pot them up, and if you've got any questions at all, just get in contact. We're here to help. See you soon.